Here we go. Ready for some cooking? Hello, it's Brian Damage Forsyth, as if I need to tell you. Welcome to another cooking segment. Today I'm going to be baking something, so I'm going to be turning this off at some point and letting it bake. But I'm making, this is an experiment. I'm winging it here. I've never made this before. I'm just sort of making it up as I go along. But we got like this ground beef and pork panko again. But I'm gonna make a like a meatloaf kind of thing, stuffed, and we're gonna stuff it. Oh, here it is. I've got shrimp. This is that blackened fish seasoning that I used on the salmon. I've got that on the shrimp, and we're gonna stuff the meatloaf with that, and then we're gonna wrap the meatloaf with bacon. So, to get started, finding weird stuff. I don't know what that is. To get started, we have to scramble some eggs that we're going to mix with the ground beef, so that it is more meatloaf-like. Well, you know, it holds it together. The pork panko and the eggs. We've also got I'm going to saute the shrimp before I put it in there. And by the way, I'm using a new, well, not new. I'm using my wide angle lens thing so I can get more in. So I don't know, the food might look a little bit further away this time. I'll try to get some close-ups. It might be weird with the wide angle. So anyway, let's start with, let me put this up. I'll let that get hot while I'm scrambling the eggs. I'm going to do 2 eggs. I think broke. That's okay. Making a mess. Look who's here. Smoke. She always comes around when I'm cooking. I think she thinks she's gonna get a treat. Okay, here's what we're doing. We're gonna start with some pork panko, and I'm gonna put about that much in the bowl. I don't know. No measuring. We're just eyeing it up. And we're going to mix that. We get some Parmesan, finely grated. We're going to mix that with that. We also have the cheese for the stuffing. That's going to be that's sharp, extra sharp cheddar. Now, I've got a whole plethora of spices over here. Since this is, I'm using extra spices today, like some oregano, and that doesn't come out. There's this goofy lid. So we're just going to dump some of that in there. I'm also going to put some basil in there. we're going to use a little onion powder. I can get it open. Just a little onion powder. Where's that? This is roasted garlic. And I'm going to put just a little bit of this in there. I'm not big on seasoning salts, but this doesn't have anything weird in it. It's made by Redmond Real Salt. I got it with a bundle of stuff, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that in there for the meat. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can't forget about the hot stuff. We got chipotle and smoked paprika. Put some of that in there. That comes out fast. All right. I also have my liquid smoke, but I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait till we get the meat in, and I got regular salt and pepper too. The meat's going to go in after I mix all this together. Let's see, what do I use? Let's just do this first. Okay, we're going to put the egg in with all this. Mix it up. Now, if I mess this up, it's because I don't know what I'm doing. But you don't really know. You don't really have to know what you're doing. I'm going to use this spoon. I'm going to mix all this up. So the spices, the pork panko, the egg. Wow, that smells good though, actually. This might just work out. I'm going to put a little bit more of this Parmesan in there. We can always throw the rest of that in the middle of it too. Okay, we have that. I think this is ready to go over here. I'm going to throw the shrimp in. Do you need to see this? Come here. You can see her. Look, smoky. Look. Alright, I don't know if I want to move the camera. I'm just going to throw this in there, then I'll show you what it looks like while it's cooking. Get it out. And I didn't show you this. This is what I'm cooking the shrimp in. It's grass-fed ghee. So yeah, no bacon grease for a change, but I'm gonna, since the meatloaf's wrapped in bacon, I figured that'll be enough bacon grease. So let me see if I can show you this stuff cooking. Okay, there's the shrimp, and I'm gonna let that go. So it gets kind of blackened. In the meantime, put on my trusty gloves, which are a hot item at the moment. I already had these though, I didn't have to worry about buying them. So we're going to put the meat, boink, right there. I guess I don't need this spoon. Now, before I get my gloves messed up, let's add some of this. I love this stuff. Oh, I'm crooked. There we go. And I haven't been using as much pepper as I used to. But I'm going to use a little today. This grinder isn't the most consistent. That's good. And then we're going to use some sea salt. A lot. And this is the Redmond's, the sea salt. Redmond's real salt. I'm a fan. Okay. Now we got this in here. Let me, hoping I'm not forgetting anything. I always feel like I am. That's what I get for winging it. Okay, now I'm not supposed to, I gotta just make sure this is blended in. I don't want to make it, you're never supposed to overwork the meat just because that'll make it kind of, I don't know, not as juicy. So I'm just working it enough to get all the stuff inside of it. I got a little piece I dropped. Okay, now I'm going to set it on here and form it into a loaf of meat. Uh-oh, I think it's time to turn that shrimp. Hang on. And you know what else I did? I forgot my apron again. I'll have to get that. Hang on. I'm slipping. There we go. Got my Cooking with the Rock Stars apron. I'm going to put this on and then turn this shrimp. Yeah, I'm going to bring this over so you can see me doing this. If this reaches. I'm going to turn it down here so you can look. Now I have it on this burner because it's a small pan, and this burner's got it's adjustable. I can make it smaller or larger. So you can see how that I can't get that one to turn. The blackening seasoning is sort of it's cool. It kind of sticks to the shrimp and makes a kind of crusty, or as I like to say, crispy. Though it's not really crispy, it just looks crispy, but it's still good. Okay. cooking. Oh, well. We're done with this. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take this thing, kind of smooth it, make it smooth. Now I'm going to make a hole in the middle. Can you see that? Making a hole in the middle. And that's where we're going to dump all our junk. Hopefully it all fits. Yeah, it'll be good. You know what I just thought of? I probably should have just kept some of the meat aside and just put it on top. We'll make it work. Uh-oh, it's going through the bottom. I'll fix that. Okay. All right, those shrimp are done. What we'll do is we turn that off first. Can you see? Sort of. I'm way far away now. We're taking the shrimp and we're putting it on a napkin. For future reference. Here, let's see so you can see it. All right, now. We're going to put Parmesan down. Oh, man. Did I crack that? I hope not. It sounds good. Oh, I think I might have cracked. It doesn't sound good. I'm going to put it at that one. All right, now we're going to put the shrimp in. This is going to be good. God, I'm bummed. I think I did crack it. I can see the crack. Hope I can get another one. Okay, here we go. Wow, this is going to be a lot of stuff to fit in here. I don't know if I'm going to get it all in. Okay, here we go. I'm thinking, that's why I'm not talking. Now the oven's been heating, so at least that's something I didn't forget. Alright, I'm gonna try to squish this closed. All right. I don't know if I need all this bacon, but we'll find out. Okay, I'm wrapping, if you can see this. I think you can see this, right? I just wrapped two from end to end, sort of get the ends. And then, these are really long. I can almost do them all that way. But we're gonna go, actually I'm gonna go crossways like this. We're just gonna do it all every which way so we get it completely covered. A couple like that. Go this way too. Yeah, it's sort of like a British flag or some kind of thing. Okay. There we go. This way. This should go here. Wow, look at that thing. That looks pretty good. Okay, I think that's all I need. I think it's ready to be put in the oven. All right, so here's what I do. I could probably pick it up in my hand. I'm gonna put it on this, just because, well, yeah, just because that's what I have. So we're gonna slide it over. Actually, let me put this here. Set this down. Just slide it right on there. And put it in my oven. You know what? I need to move that rack. Yeah, that's good. Right in the middle. Okay. Alright. Now we cook it for, it's supposed to go like, I think an hour and a half maybe, but I am going to check it in an hour, so. Oh, dark. I got one more thing I gotta do. I got this handy thing called a meter. My brother sent it to me, and it's a thermometer, and it's Wi-Fi, and this is a like an extender, Wi-Fi extender thing, so I can it'll shoot the signal to my phone, or I could put that halfway between, like if I want to go in another room. So I'm going to stick this in the meat so we know what the internal temperature is. And I know there's shrimp in there too, so I hope this works. It should work. Alright. Now, I think that's it until that's done. So, take these off and I'll get back to you. Okay, according to my thermometer, this thing's done. So I'm going to pull it out of the oven now. Got my trusty mitt. And I'm going to put it right here where the bacon happens to be sitting. It smells really good. Especially, I'm going to use 2 of these. Wow, all the bacon grease that's in the bottom of that pan. Wow. It's like liquid gold. Okay, let me turn this off. Now, I am going to look at this thing. You guys see it. Now I'm going to let it rest, but hang on. I can't pull it that far. Check this out. There's the thermometer stuck inside. Look at that. Juicy. So, while that's resting, I'll be dealing with these, with the eggs. I'm a little spaced on this episode just because I'm winging it. So it's not like a routine that I've done before. I'm sort of like, what? So, hang on. I'm gonna take this bacon. I know there's bacon on there too, but there's 2 pieces left, so I'm not gonna save them. Go ahead and cook them with the egg. So I cut it in half, so it's 2 little short, actually 4 short pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. It's already hot. I actually kept the pan warm in between, so it wouldn't be really cold. All right. Well, now that I'm over here by the stove, let's see if I can do this. See, with this wide-angle lens, you can get me in here, but look how little tiny that pan is. So you're just seeing me standing here by the stove. I'm sure there's a better spot for it. See, this is the counter over here. But if I put it here by the stove, well, maybe I can put it here. There we go. How's that? You can hear it sizzling. I'm behind you. I like to keep the bacon flip-flopping. So good. And I don't cook it real high. Like I said before, this is a 3.5. Sometimes I only keep it on 3. So I find the slower it cooks, it'll eventually get crispy. It just takes a while. But it seems to render the fat better, so you get a lot more bacon grease. Ooh, I guess I could take that down. And oh, I can't look at the phone. I was going to show you the app for that thermometer, but I can't because all right. It's time for another pause. All right, we're back. Crispiness is happening with the bacon. Now, these are regular eggs. I'm out of duck eggs, which is a bummer. So what we're going to do is spread this out just a little, and I'm going to dump each egg get a smaller spatula. Each egg on yeah. See how there's four half strips of bacon? I'm going to put an egg on each pair. Alright, here we go. I'm not used to these regular egg shells. I'm used to duck shells, which are really a lot sturdier. So we got one broken egg. Whatever. It's not gonna look pretty. Wow, what a mess I made. There's egg whites everywhere. My trusted Redmond's sea salt. Redmond's real salt. That's my advertisement. Yeah, these eggs are so used to duck eggs. They're a lot just sturdier and thicker, and regular eggs are flimsy. Look at that, it's just like going everywhere. Well, at least the you can see. I got that wide angle. It's hard to get a good shot. But the yolks are still pretty colors. This is not very sturdy. And this pan's small, so I don't have room to put the grease on there. There's no way to get a spoon. Let me see if I can get a spoon in there. Yeah, a little bit. It's hard in this pan though. I'll just let it cook. I don't even know how long this video's been going. I think this is going to be another long one. I try not to make them long. Well, I don't. I just go as long as I need, actually. That's getting there. Soon. My next step. Well, this is cooking here. Here's one there. I think this has been resting. This stuffed meatloaf. There's the thermometer. So, can you see that? Bring that down. There we go. here, I am going to, let me just grab it. Oh, look at this. We got 2 spatulas. And these eggs are just about done. Cool. I'm going to cut into this so you can see what it looks like. God, I wish I could get this thing down closer. I'll just have to cut it and then show you. I don't know which one of these knives is the sharp one. So I'm going to sharpen it. You can see me sharpen the knife. Oh, and one thing I didn't mention, after I put it in the oven, after I turned the camera on, I just sprinkled the outside with a little bit of, what do you call it? Parsley. Just so it looks pretty. Okay, I'm going to cut the end cap, so we can see what's inside. Ready? Ooh, it's nice and moist. Oh, it didn't quite get to the cheese. Oh, a little bit. Here, let me show you. Let me turn that so you can see it. So you can see the shrimp and a little bit of the cheese. But we haven't gotten quite there. Let me do one more slice, and actually what we'll do is I'm gonna put this on my plate because I'm gonna eat this thing. I'm gonna eat this piece of bacon. Alright, here we go. Another slice. And those eggs are done, so. You gotta look at this. I can't wait to try this. You can see the shrimp and the cheese in there. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and put the eggs on the plate. Just move this lump over. Check that out. Little round egg. Oops. Can you see it's all blown out? There we go. See, one of them's busted. We'll put that under the meat. Turn it around that way. How can we arrange this? Do another slice. I seem to drop things when I'm filming. Somebody yesterday, and you know who you are, suggested they said, hey, why don't you do a Facebook Live? You can answer questions while you're cooking. I'm like, can you imagine me trying to do that too while I'm doing this? This is enough to handle. Anyway. Oh. Ah. Okay. Here we go. Well, some of the big chunks came out. It's not as pretty. I like the little fluffy ones better. Anyway, how's that look? That's the meatloaf, and there's what's left of it. Voila.